So in this video lesson, we shall start about transverse section, that is TS of dicot root. And here you can understand, here it is mentioned as dorsiventral leaf. There are leaves with the differentiation on the dorsal side and ventral side. So dicot leaves show differences between dorsal side and ventral side. So here it is mentioned as dorsiventral leaf, that is dorsal side is different from ventral side. So here the leaf of mango plant, that is a dicot leaf, it is discussed. So we shall discuss one by one. So the major parts are this is the upper epidermis and this is the lower epidermis, and this middle part is called mesophyll, that is this part is called mesophyll, and this is called vascular bundle. So we shall discuss one by one. First we shall discuss about upper epidermis. Upper epidermis, it is outermost layer and it is covered by cuticle, and it is made up of a single layer of cells and without any space, so covered by cuticle. And this is the outer layer, outermost part of the dicot leaf, and stomata are less in number. As this is the dorsal side, that is the top part of the leaf, so no stomata are found, or if found also they are less in number. It is because why it is so, it is due to cut short the rate of evaporation, less number of stomata are present. So this is the uppermost part, it is called upper epidermis, and it is single layered covered by cuticle. So we shall move on to next part. This is called lower epidermis. So lower epidermis, and it is also made of a single layer of parenchymatous cells and with thin cuticle. Here the cuticle is thick, but in lower epidermis cuticle is thin, and stomata is less in number or no stomata, but in lower epidermis stomata are present and also cuticle is thin, because ventral side is not exposed to sunlight, so stomata are less in number, more in number, and also cuticle is thin. Okay, and apart from it, there are chloroplasts are present. Okay, chloroplasts are present and in guard cells. So there are spaces you can see, and this space, this is the opening called stomata, and each stomata is guarded by cells called guard cells, and guard cells contain chloroplast. So the lower epidermis, it helps in exchange of gases, and the loss of water evaporation is facilitated through this chamber. So we shall discuss about mesophyll. And mesophyll, it is the tissue present between the upper epidermis and lower epidermis. So this portion is, that is the portion between the upper and lower epidermis is called mesophyll, and it is differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. So this is called palisade and this is called spongy parenchyma. We shall discuss now about palisade parenchyma. It is found just below the upper epidermis, and cells are, you can see that cells are, you can, from the picture you can understand, cells are elongated, and these cells have more number of chloroplast. The cells do not have intercellular spaces and they take part in photosynthesis. No intercellular spaces and they contain chloroplast, and no spaces are present, intercellular spaces, and they take part in photosynthesis. So this is about palisade parenchyma. We shall move on to spongy parenchyma. Spongy parenchyma is the one that is below the palisade parenchyma, and cells are almost spherical or oval and are irregularly arranged. Here you can understand palisade parenchyma are arranged regularly, but these are the spongy parenchyma which are arranged irregularly. And cells have spaces also. Intercellular spaces are found here, but you can see here in palisade, between palisade parenchymatous cells, there are no intercellular spaces. So these are some of the differences between palisade and spongy parenchyma. And spongy parenchyma, it helps in gaseous exchange. So next we shall discuss about this part. This is called vascular bundles. Vascular bundle consists of both xylem and phloem. And this here vascular bundles are said to be conjoined, collateral, and closed. Every time I don't have to explain what is conjoined, collateral, and closed, because in the previous videos we have discussed in detail about what is conjoined, collateral, closed, and other types also. Each vascular bundle is surrounded by a sheath of parenchymatous cells called bundle sheath. So this one is called bundle sheath, and it covers the vascular bundles. And the xylem is lying towards the upper epidermis and phloem is towards the lower epidermis. You can see here xylem is facing the upper epidermis and phloem is facing the lower epidermis. So this is about the TS of dicot leaf. So we shall discuss next about monocot leaf. And here in the next slides, I have given the points of what we have discussed with the diagram. So we shall now move on to next one. This is about a monocot leaf. And here you can understand the difference. There it is written on the slide that it is dorsiventral leaf, but here it is called isobilateral leaf. In all monocot leaf, the leaf is said to be isobilateral because iso means it refers to same, bilateral, that is both the sides, both dorsal and ventral side, you cannot find any difference. So it is called isobilateral leaf. So we shall discuss about the internal structure. Here also it consists of upper epidermis, lower epidermis, and in between mesophyll is present, and in the middle vascular bundles are present. So we shall discuss about epidermis. Monocot leaf has an upper epidermis, and it is made up of parenchyma cells. Upper epidermis, it is made up of parenchyma cells, and cuticle is present on the outer wall, and stomata are present on both upper and lower epidermis, because in monocot leaf is that is both the sides, dorsal and ventral sides, are almost exposed to sunlight. So stomata are present both on the dorsal side and ventral side. So cuticle is present on the outer wall, and stomata are present on both upper and lower epidermis. Some cells of the upper epidermis are large and thin walled, and they are known as bulliform cells. You can see some bigger cells which are called bulliform cells. They are larger in size. Okay, and we shall discuss now about mesophyll, and it is the ground tissue that is present between upper epidermis and lower epidermis is called mesophyll. And mesophyll, it is not differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma. You can understand here there is no differentiation between palisade and spongy. Though there is no differentiation at all, mesophyll is not differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma. The cells are irregularly arranged with intercellular space. These cells contain chloroplast. So this is all refer to mesophyll. There is no, it is not differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma and irregularly arranged with intercellular spaces. So we shall discuss now about vascular bundles. Large number of vascular bundles are present. You can see large number of vascular bundles are present. Some of which are small and some are large. So this is a smaller one and this is the larger one. And each vascular bundle is surrounded by parenchymatous bundle sheath, and vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed. Xylem is present towards upper epidermis and phloem is towards lower epidermis. So this is about vascular bundle. I am repeating, large number of vascular bundles are seen. Some are smaller, some are larger. And here also, like dicot leaf, here also it is surrounded by parenchymatous bundle sheath. And vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed. Xylem is present towards upper epidermis and phloem is present towards lower epidermis. So this is all about monocot leaf. So in the next class, we shall move on to next part of the lesson about plastids, chloroplast and photosynthesis. Thank you.